And the question is, what are some easy and practical solutions for those of us, for those are the small businesses that are watching today? What can you share with them, Trevor? What are some easy and practical solutions?
Well, I think the audience is taking the right first step right here, right now.
Yeah.
In order to have a solution, you have to have knowledge. And so by doing research and by attending seminars, informations like this, by getting that knowledge, then you actually, what you pour in, you'll push out. So as you're bringing in the knowledge that you have, it'll create an awareness for you so that you'll actually change that thought process you have. So you start thinking about, do I have my air conditioner set for when my business is actually in operation? Am I turning the lights off when I leave for the day? Do I have too much light on during the day? Just what can I do as I'm going through my daily routine that can be more sustainable? I like Michael's example of the bottle. If you throw it away, have you really, in a recycling bin, have you really done the best you can? And asking those questions. And I think that's really that solution, is being able to stay aware of what your daily interactions and daily actions and operations do and how they could be changed to be more sustainable.
Yeah, wonderful advice. Tony, what could you share? Some easy and practical solutions.
Well, and again, you can tell Trevor and I work together quite a bit because a lot of our answers will mirror.
Good.
Again, I was actually thinking the same thing. The sustainability, it's a journey. And again, this is a great first step to just engage in the conversation. But again, I feel like the next step is again continuing opportunities to educate yourself on things that you could do or implement. And honestly, a lot of those things can be no cost or very low cost things. Really, this is the first step in building a plan or a roadmap on that journey to be able to make that happen and make those the correct decisions that will help move you forward. So again, I think this is a great start for folks, and I think you just take the little steps and can continue to build from that. And as Trevor mentioned, there's a lot of things that as you become more aware of opportunities, the things that you can implement that may not even cost anything. It's just a matter of being able to recognize those things and make those changes to take effect.
Right. Michael, what are some easy and practical solutions you can share?
Absolutely. I think that Trevor and Tony hit on some really good points there. I will circle back around to mindset. I think that, again, you bring back mindset. Think about each action you take as an opportunity to change. So when you're just doing your day-to-day business, whether it's buying product or supplies, or whether it's engaging with customers, you got to think about what that means in the long run and how you can work through it and potentially make the process better or more efficient. It comes back to the old adage that if you buy ivory, you're perpetuating poaching. Like, really? Is that really what you want? Think about what you're doing, because your actions have a footprint. Every action you take when you order plastic cups, there's a footprint to where that plastic cup came from. And so think about it. And it doesn't mean you need to change and not use plastic cups right now. That's a big step for a lot of people. But if you're thinking about it, that means your mindset is open to it. And the last thing I'd say is sort of a precautionary piece, which it goes back to the greenwashing piece that Mariko talked about. Greenwashing is a big problem these days, and there's going to be more and more backlash from it. Social media has the ability to catch up with you in a flash, in an instance. And if people call you out for greenwashing, you claim that you're buying credits when you really aren't. Claim that you're doing something green when you really aren't doing it that green. Or whatever it is you're doing isn't really as green as you think it is. Like, oh no, I did something that was green. Like, actually, it actually resulted in greater emissions or a greater waste product than you did. Yeah. Just because you call it green doesn't mean it is green. And when social media catches you on that, your trust with the community is going to be very, very tarnished.
Yeah, great advice, Mariko. What are some easy and practical solutions you can share with us?
So. I think kind of echoing what Trevor and Tony had mentioned, simple things in your daily business activities, perhaps develop a policy for your employees on expectations to shut down your computers at night, turn off your lights, those types of things. Considering, and it may not be easy, but from a practical perspective, when you're developing your products or services, considering that end of life impact, is there something that we could do to support the end of life? Is there a reusing or recycle option that we can provide our customers when that product is done? Another thing would be considering, to Michael's point on choices, there's so many different opportunities, but really considering what is your biggest impact. So, the number of miles that you're driving to deliver your product, the material choices that you have, who you're working with, just kind of considering those and just being intentional about the choices that you make to support the end product or service. And then, there's other things where, especially if you want to set expectations with your suppliers that you work with, something as simple as writing something into your contract of making sure there is some type of sustainable consideration or environmental consideration if they're, for whatever product or service that you're procuring to support yours. So, there's like a couple little things like that, but being very, very intentional about the decisions that you make in support of your business.
That's wonderful. Every quarter, we share with you tips on different topics that are very important for Arizona sustainability, and they help grow your business sustainably. So check out our expert webinar sessions. They are packed with so much information to help you go green. So make sure you register and watch our webinars today.